Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Tea&Art. I hope you all are well. So let's start today's video. So today I am doing the water drop effect, and this time I will be making some water drops that are not precisely in the shape of water drops. I will be just spreading them onto the mold here. Actually, I wanted to try these Let's Resin Intense Chameleon Flakes and wanted to see the results. So this is the best technique to see it. So here I'm just randomly, as you can see, pouring the UV resin here, and this is by Jdiction, and it's a really good UV resin. So I have a discount code for this resin in my description if you like to treat yourself. So without going with any details, I am just adding the resin into the mold, and I am picking up tiny drops that I'm adding randomly into the mold here. And after that, when I'm happy with the drop effect, I will be putting it under the UV lamp. So I will be curing these under the UV lamp, and after that we will start the process. So here they are done here, and you can see that I was talking about that I was not going for the water drop effect here. So it's a sort of a splash, you can say. So these are the Chameleon Flakes, and these are intense color shift. So recently I have seen that this wood is used a lot, intense color shift. So I wanted to see about what is so different about this intense color shift. So we start on creating. Let me open the box, and first of all I will be seeing all the colors. And then one thing I'm really happy about, that these bottles are big. Otherwise these color shift intense colors do comes Chameleon Flakes come in a very tiny pots. So these are really big pots. And let's start opening them one by one. So instead of just wasting the lid, I am just dapping it into the mold as much as I can. So here I'm opening just all of them. So I'm really loving the color. They are really intense. And after that, basically what I do is I always use a tip of my finger here with the gloves on onto the mold and the drops, and they transfer really perfect onto the resin. So here I will be just picking up the colors by my fingers, and I will be applying onto the mold here. So I noticed that it was not working so well here, so I started using the brush, and I don't know why the brush is not working. So after doing this, I thought, why not pour a bit of flakes into the mold and let's see what happens. So yeah, this was working. Actually, we need a lot of flakes to cover the place, and in this way they work. I always use mica chameleon powder with these flakes, so I didn't notice that when I'm using the flakes, I need a lot of them to be shown and applied. So I had to add a generous amount. So this is exactly what I'm doing here, and as soon as I poured these flakes into the mold, they were working like a charm. But inner me was crying that I had to use so much of the flakes. So there is another set by Let's Resin. I think it's the Opal Flake collection, and I really love it, but it's not sadly available in UK. So yeah, that was a bit sad. Most of the products are available in USA, and most of the time they are not available in UK. So that's something a bit sad about. So coming to the project pack, and this is how I am applying. So I'm rubbing it against the mold, and they are working really perfectly. So in this way, I will be doing both of the molds, and you just enjoy the process. And these are done now. After that, I will be pouring the resin. So for pouring the resin, I'm using a polyurethane resin here. So this will cure in 30 minutes. So it's really a win-win situation. You can create these molds in around, and you can say, an hour if you're using a UV resin, but you can use a normal epoxy resin as well. It's really up to you how you like to do it. And I'm done now, so I let it cure for 30 minutes. See you after 30 minutes. So after 30 minutes we meet here again, and let's demold them. So let's see how they turned out. So this is how they turned out, and I am actually loving these intense color. These are so intense. I really, my camera is not picking up the intenseness of the colors here, but they are amazing, and I'm so loving them. So please wait and watch when I do the top coat, the magic will happen. So here I will be pouring the resin. A lot of the time I do ask that what resin I do use for my top coat. So I do use a resin that is heat resistance. That is the main thing. So these are usually low viscosity resins that are 1 to 1, and they are basically heat resistance, but you need to check with your company that do mention that they are heat resistance. So at the moment I'm using craft resin for topping up. As you can see that by adding the top layer, the top coat, it's looking so pretty already. And one thing more, that I am really happy with the result of the effect here. I'm otherwise I do use droplets, but this time I just used a random method, you can say, not precise drops. So it's giving me a beautiful effect. I'm loving it. I did try this sort of effect on alphabet keychains that I made, so I will link them above. So I thought, why not try them on coaster as well? So slowly I'm adding resin to the coaster, and one thing I do mention also, that you need a thick layer of resin, not just thin. If you do a thin layer, the resin gathers to places, and then there is some places that are left alone. So that's why I do a lot of resin when I'm doing a top coat, but again I'm taking care that it do not goes to the side or drips. So here I will leave this resin to cure and see you next day. So this is the next day. It's all cured now, and I'm just loving the intense color. You can see, absolutely beautiful. So I just love this intense color shift here. As you can see, you're by yourself, they are amazing. So I will link the product in my description. Also, I have a discount code available, so if you like to again treat yourself, because these things, I think they are treats for us crafters, and I just call them treats. Although I know they cost a lot, but still they are treats for crafters. So this is the final look of the coasters, and I'm just loving them. But one thing is that you need to apply a generous amount to get a beautiful result. So I hope these companies make bigger pots, so because we need more of these flakes to get beautiful effects for long lasting techniques. So I hope you liked it, and if you did, please do let me know in comments, and also please like, subscribe and share. Thumbs up if you like the video, and if you haven't subscribed, please consider do so, and take good care of yourself. Bye bye.